if you're interested in getting the special videos I recorded for this mid-month of May 2017, where I used the Oracle of the Mermaids deck, where I pulled 3 cards for each of the zodiac signs and gave you psychic messages from my guides for each of the 3 cards for your sign. I also want to add here that these videos I noticed really seem to pertain strongly to not only people's sun signs, but the rising signs as well. So if you're interested in getting these videos, you can access them for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for the Oracle of the Mermaids psychic readings for each sign of the zodiac. You can also get my crystal readings for the month of May also by the other link below this video. All of these videos can be accessed by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, clicking on the videos tab on my menu. It's a drop-down menu. Go to page 10, and there you will see the heading for the Oracle of the Mermaid psychic reading for each sign of the zodiac, and also the May 2017 crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. You just click on your sign and it will take you to those videos on Vimeo. So I want to thank you so much for all of the purchases of all of my videos, and I, as always, wish you many blessings and peace. Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, and welcome to your mid-month Psychic Tarot update for May 2017. This month, I'm using the Mermaid Tarot deck by Dame Darcy, which was gifted to me by a viewer. So I'm very excited to use that. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. So also, please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, even in the mid-month, because sometimes those messages are going to resonate far more for you than your sun sign will. You can always go online to a free birth chart calculator. You just Google that. And if you want to know your rising sign or your moon sign, you need to just enter in all the information on a site that has that calculator, which is going to ask for your name, your birthday, your birth time, and the city that you were born. Then you will be able to generate a chart that will show where your sun, moon, and rising signs are, as well as all the planets in your chart. Also, if you're interested in getting the special videos that I recorded that are on my Vimeo channel, I'm using the Oracle of the Mermaids Oracle cards that was also gifted to me by a very dear friend and viewer of The Lucky Mermaid, and also has had several appointments with me as well. So she was kind enough to give me this deck, and I'm going to use that. And these decks are both very powerful, I have to say. Maybe because I'm the Lucky Mermaid, I don't know what, but I do feel like I can read these cards. I get messages strongly off of both of these, the Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot deck and also the Oracle Mermaid cards as well. So if you want to check those out, you can access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Go to page 10 from the drop-down menu on my videos tab, and it will take you to that page where you will see the headings for those oracle cards, those mermaid oracle cards. You just click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. You can also access these videos by clicking on the link below this video in the description box in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for the Mermaid Oracle card readings for each sign of the Zodiac for download and purchase. So, all that being said, all the signs out there, now onto your reading for the mid-month of May 2017. First sign I'm going to start with is Aries. The first card you have here, Aries, is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes, this can be the card of the apprentice. This is learning a new craft, learning a new skill, starting a new job, starting a new business. Could be gaining financial gains and rewards from that work. I do feel that for some of you Aries, there's going to be some things that you're going to be doing differently in regard to work. Or you could be getting new training and new education that's going to help you at your job. I feel like you really want to stretch your wings and fly and grow more within your whatever you're already doing. Even if you're already working for somebody else or you already have your own business, I'm hearing the words you're wanting to stretch your wings and fly. I feel like you are a little concerned in the mid-month of May that you don't want to seem fickle to people, or that you don't want to appear like you're too scattered, or that you don't really know what you're doing. I do see many of you Aries concerned about that, like you don't want to look like a kook, or like you're too scattered, or you do kind of care how people are perceiving you in the mid-month of May. I see you also feeling like you would like to have more free time or more time to yourself, or both. So some of what you may be working on or trying to decide what you want to do with work or a job is because maybe you want to have extra time, more time to yourself. I do feel that you're going to have a lot of things that are going to happen very quickly to you. Now, don't freak out when I give you this time frame, Aries, but when you come to February of 2018, whatever you're laying the groundwork for now, in May and June and July and August, but especially like in that time frame, you're going to see the benefits, the boon, the acceleration, the advancement from all that hard work and efforts when you get into February and beyond of 2018. And there is a lot of money to be had or made here. So if you're not a working Aries, maybe you're getting money in some other fashion. Now, the second card of the two Aries you have is the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords to me is an air sign person. This can be either a Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. That could be their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign. Or they could just have the personality traits in the middle of May of the Page of Swords. Could be male or female. Pages can also be children or adults. I get like a lot of thinking going on, like you're getting it all together. You're mapping things out. You're planning things. I do feel like it's important for you to be seen and heard, but with dignity and respect. I get that also. This Page of Swords could also be a person that gives you an opportunity of some sort that you need to think about, mull over, and consider. Because, so for some of you, this could be somebody offering you a job or a special assignment or some kind of, contracted work for just like a brief time of a job. I'm not saying this Page of Swords couldn't be representative to people in your life that you already know. It could be, but these are the messages that are coming up here first and the strongest. I do feel if this is someone to you, or whoever this is to you, you're going to be communicating with them a lot. I get a lot of communications back and forth between you and the Page of Swords in the mid-month of May and actually going into June. You may even consider changing something about your appearance. You may consider getting your hair cut or your hair cut in a different style, or like doing something. It could be cosmetic surgery, but it's not coming up to me like that really strongly. So something that may change your appearance, you may be doing something with that in May. I feel like you're going to be really listening to this Page of Swords and taking your cues from them. So they may be giving you advice, ideas, inspirations, or they could be giving you an opportunity of some sort, which is what it feels like strongly. And I feel like you're going to be working with them in some way, side by side or hand in hand, like closely dealing with them, talking to them, communicating with them, working with them. That all comes up here. So hopefully those messages made sense to you, Aries. Now onto the sign of Taurus. And the first of the two cards you have, Taurus, is the Fool. This is a cool looking card. And the Fool to me can be starting off on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations, but you have to be grounded and be stable and grounded because you don't want to fall off the cliff. So you need to have your wits about you. I do feel that Tauruses are either getting ready to travel or take some kind of big jump or leap into something. I also feel you want to have your plans ironed out. Like, I feel in the mid-month of May, because you don't want to take too big of a risk, or you want to be sure-footed and stable and grounded about what you're doing. So I see you with an iron and an ironing board. You're ironing details and ironing things out. Some of you may be starting to notice that you're generating some money from a business venture that you've gone into, or it could even be through your regular job, but I get generating money. You may start talking to people about changing your job or changing your employment as well. But it's funny because I feel like when you get through this, whatever this is coming up for you that you're going to launch or do, there's something else you've already got, like right in the wings, like immediately following it, that you're ready to do right away, right after it. So it's a little unusual of a message in a sense, because I see you, all this plans to iron out and to get through to the next thing, but it's like you already got the next thing lined up. It could be an idea, your next business project, your next plan, or if it's a trip, it could be another trip you're going to take. So you look to me like you're going to be busy for the rest of this year, especially the next 4 to 5 months. I do feel like you went through some times recently of challenges where you were sealing things up and going through some kind of completions and endings. This could be ending a job, a career, a love relationship, a project, some, assignment, whatever it was. I feel you definitely went through some closings and endings. Your next card here is awesome. You have the Six of Wands, which is victory to me. Victory after a battle, or just plain victory. I do feel that you're going to be experiencing a lot of fanfare and camaraderie, people applauding your efforts and looking up to you. All that comes up here. I also see a new polish and a new spin on things that you're doing. So like if you had some old project or something that had been floating around out there, it could be a house, it could be a car, it could be your job, it could be a book you wrote, a play, some song you wrote, or something you made or did. You may like polish that up. You may recycle it and put it out there again, but you may change it or alter it in some way. Or because I'm hearing the words putting polish and finish on something that you already did before also comes up here with this Six of Wands. Some of you are going to get ready to be treated like royalty and somebody spending a lot of money on you. This could be people that are interested in hiring you. These could be corporate people. They could be people in some kind of entertainment industry that want to court you, wine you, dine you. Could also be in love if you're married or if you're in a coupled relationship, or even if you're single and dating. You could have somebody that comes in here and wants to treat you like royalty and spend money on you. But I do see for some of you, it's because they are congratulating you for a job well done, and they may be trying to get you on board with coming with them in a work or business related sense for you working Tauruses. I also feel some of you Tauruses are going to start showing off or displaying your wares or your talents. This could be at a show, a trade show, a fair. It could be on your website if you have one. It could be in a public forum or like in a courtyard where you could demonstrate your skills or abilities, or give out pamphlets or flyers or sign books. It's like, because I get, like, they use the word showing off, but showing off doesn't just necessarily mean like, look at me, look at me. It can mean that you're presenting yourself in a way to publicize your efforts or something that you've done. Also comes up here with the Six of Wands and the Fool. Some of you Tauruses may have somebody new that comes in to discuss with you some groundbreaking discovery or some really ingenious kind of groundbreaking idea. So you just have to see how that plays out for you, Taurus. I hope this helped you. Now on to the sign of Gemini. And the first card you have here, Gemini, is Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is the card to me that symbolizes a fire sign person. This would either be a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. That could be their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign. Or they could just have the personality traits of the Page of Wands. They can be a child, because pages are often children. Or they can be adults. Adults come up as pages all the time. Or it could be something just coming in as a message about communications or work, because it is Wands. I see you Geminis getting along with someone really, really well. They may be seeking you out also and wanting or seeking approval of you. Now, if you're a parent, this could be your child wanting and seeking approval of you, or if you're a boss, that could be the case as well. But these people cards, when they come up, can mean multiple people because it's a general reading. It's not a private reading. So for some of you, this is somebody that you are going to be meeting or that you're going to be talking to and getting along with them really well. They're not necessarily all the same person here. I really keep getting this message. It came up before and I'm getting it again. I feel like they're really trying to tell you about their life. So if it's your child or a grandchild or a sibling, they may be spilling their guts and telling you all the things that have gone on with them and what's been happening with them. But if it's somebody new that you meet, they could be revealing things to you in confidence, like because you two are getting along really well and they feel like they can confide in you. For some of you, this really could be a sibling. And I do get the bond strengthening and getting stronger here. And you may even consider either hanging out with them more, spending more time with them, or possibly even going on a trip or a vacation or doing some kind of traveling with them also comes up. So I'm not really picking up this person. If it's a person and not just a message, I'm not really picking them up as a love partner for you, but that could be the case for some of you. It really comes up to me like somebody you would have a friendship connection with, or could possibly be a sibling. This person may be somebody that's having a hard time letting go of something as well. Maybe they're brokenhearted and their spouse left them, or they lost a job recently, or somebody in their family passed away and they're having trouble letting go of it or getting over it, because that energy also circles around this Page of Wands. Here you have Eight of Wands. Now the Eight of Wands is a card that symbolizes to me news coming to you swiftly. This could be news like through the internet, an email, a text message, a phone call. If it's not news coming to you swiftly, it could also be swift and sudden change happening. Also, it's a card that can also indicate travel. I really do feel that some of you Geminis may not be feeling as good or as up to par as you used to, and you may be trying to get some change to happen in your life, or trying to stir some things up in your life to facilitate change, because I see some of you feeling like, I don't feel as good as I used to, or you know, something maybe about your life that doesn't seem like as good as it used to. So you may be seeking some kind of changes coming up here. I do feel that some of you Geminis in the mid-month of May are going to receive a call from a relative at a distance. And for many of you, if this it's going to sound like a weird message, but welcome to the Lucky Mermaid. What can I tell you? That's the way the messages roll. It could be from somebody that's deceased. You could be getting a message in a dream, or just hearing it in your mind that somebody's speaking to you, and it could be a relative that's crossed over, and that's why they're at a distance. But it could be a person in the three-dimensional living world that's giving you a message, calling you or trying to get in touch with you from a distance. That's a relative. It does feel like a relative, which could be the Page of Wands. As I said, if you go back and listen to what I said in the Page of Wands, for some of you, this did really feel like it could be a sibling or a, son, daughter, or a sibling, that they could be the ones that are communicating here. I feel some of you Geminis may be feeling like you're trying to recapture your youth, or trying to recapture something that used to exist in your life or energetically for your person in the past. I really feel like you're looking back and trying to regain something. If you haven't had good health, you may be trying to regain good health from the past, or good fitness from the past, or whatever. But it's not going to be the same for all of you how this plays out. So Gemini, I hope this messages were helpful to you for this mid-month of May. Now onto the sign of Cancer. And the first card you have here, Cancer, is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes an earth sign person. This could be male or female, usually either being a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. They could just have the personality traits of the Knight of Pentacles right now, and it could be, like I said, male or female. I feel like you have some puzzlement about this page, Knight of Pentacles. Like you have wonderment about them, wondering what they're up to. And it feels like it's really, I don't know that I want to say it's bothering you, but I really feel like it's renting a lot of space in your head, whatever you're trying to figure out about this Knight of Pentacles. For some of you Cancers, I feel like you kind of feel like you should be more in the know about what's going on with them. There may be a lot of gossip swirling around about this Knight of Pentacles. Like, are they single? Are they married? Are they, what are they up to? Because I get all this, like, I don't want to say the word espionage. That makes it sound way too sophisticated. I just get, like, I don't feel like you're the only one questioning what's going on with this Knight of Pentacles. So they may be secretive, or they may be new into your life or into a work situation, so maybe there's not a lot of knowledge about them and what their background is and what's going on with them, because I keep getting this energy of, like, not just you wanting to know what's going on with them, other people as well. Some of you, this could be a potential love partner for some of you, not all of you, because I do get, like, communications between the two of you going back and forth in May, June, and July. But it could just be that this is somebody that you're going to work with or do some kind of job or business with. It's not, some of you it is love, but not for all of you. I feel that this, he feels more male to me. He does feel it. And I feel that he's talented and that he does present himself well. I get you seeing him, seeing a lot of him, spending time talking to him. If you're single, you could be getting involved with this Knight of Pentacles, possibly for some of you, or maybe you're already involved with the Knight and it's a new relationship. Next card you have here, Cancer, is the Ten of Wands. This to me is carrying 10 wands of burden on your shoulder, but and heading off to new and better horizons. But the 10 rods of burden or wands of burden can indicate knowledge and experience that you've gained that's going to help you as you move forward to these new and better horizons. I do feel you're getting ready to make some big move of some sort, and it is challenging. So either you're moving your home, you're moving your business, you could be moving inside of your business to another department. If you work for somebody else, maybe they're switching you from here to here. But whatever this move is, however the word move applies to you, whether it's home, work, some shift in your work, it's going to be challenging. Not that you can't handle it, but I feel like there's a lot of work here ahead of you. I do feel some of you are trying to secure something down, nail something down, and it could have some connection to finances. So maybe there's a job you applied for and you want to nail it down because you want to secure your finances. Or maybe you've moved within the job or business or company you work for, and you've applied for a position within that company, and if you get that job, it's really going to secure your finances. So you want to nail it down, because I get those words for this Ten of Wands for you. I feel a very lucky month for many of you Cancers is actually going to be September. So things that are transpiring now, if they seem sketchy or uncertain to you, I feel by the time you get into September, you're going to feel like, wow, I've got a lot of luck on my side, or things are lucky around me then. Some of you Cancers may be starting to build up your own business or build up your finances, or both, in the mid-month of May, because I see you building something up. It could also be maybe you're actually building something, putting together a piece of furniture, building a shed, building a garage, building an addition, building something, or building something, you know, building an empire. Building something up. You could be building up people in your life and in your family and saying, hey, you did a great job. You could be, or building up your confidence, or building up your muscles with weight training and things like that. So hopefully those messages made sense to the Cancer people out there. Now on to the sign of Leo. And the first card you have here, Leo, is the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes being tired and exhausted from your hard work and efforts, but gaining financial gain and financial rewards from your hard work and efforts. Or reviewing your work and seeing, how did I do? What do I think of the job? Or having a sense of accomplishment about some work that you've done. I do see Leos receiving a lot of accolades in mid-May. This could be about the work you're doing, or the job that you, within a job you possess, or with a business that you own, or even in some other manner. I get you receiving accolades and awards. You may be getting involved in training people or helping them in some way, or both, in mid-May going into June. You may get invited to attend a gathering. For some of you, it could be a small gathering, but for some of you, maybe it's not small. But I get there's some purpose or reason here involving you. If you work for a university, or you've applied for any stipend, grant, or loan, I feel that you're going to get it. Especially if you're in a capacity where you're applying for grants or loans for something you're doing with your own business, or something, or if you're a teacher and you're doing it at a school and you want more funding to go into the program that you're teaching or training, because I get you getting grants and loans given to you, but this could also be for your own personal use. You know, maybe you want to start your own business and you're getting a grant. I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you. If any of you Leos have thought of telling people your story by putting it in writing, putting it on a video log of some sort, or writing it in a play, a book, a novel, or telling higher ups if something's going on and you need to tell your story, or in a court case if you need to tell your story and get on the stand and tell your story. But telling your story comes up here for many of you Leos in the mid-month of May. And here you have Ace of Pentacles also, which is an excellent card. This is financial blessings from this can be for God giving you financial abundance, financial blessings, and stability coming to you. I feel like you're now ready to expand, take something further. You're going to further something that you're doing. You also may start licensing and promoting yourself differently if you have your own business, or you just do something on in a very private way that somehow you earn money. you may license and promote it in a new or different way, or maybe you didn't license and promote it before and now you're going to start doing it. I also see some of you Leos becoming more generous in giving, where you may start giving money out to charities or to others. And the guides, I'm getting the inclination, like if you haven't been generous, then they'd like you to become more generous. Some of you maybe already are very generous and you're just going to give more, but I get that energy. And you could be giving it to people in your family as well. It doesn't have to be to strangers. Like you could have a son or a daughter that needs to go to school and you have to pay for their education or training. But I get you being generous and giving to others with money. I really do feel it is with money. Some of you may receive a letter of acknowledgement and recognition that seems kind of official in some way in the middle of May, but I don't feel when you hear the word official, that may sound negative. It's not negative. It's like good recognition. It's not something negative. You may also be a Leo that's going to write something down on paper that becomes either an interesting contract or offer to someone else. So maybe you want to hire somebody or subcontract somebody to do some kind of work for you or with your business or in some manner. But I feel like you're writing it down, like you come up with the parameters when you present it. So hopefully those messages made sense to you, Leos. Now on to the sign of Virgo. And the first card you have that came up here, Virgo, is the Knight of Pentacles. He's showing up here again in these readings for the mid-month. And this could be you because this is an earth sign person. This would either be a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Could be a male or a female, or they could just have the personality traits in the mid-month of May as the Knight of Pentacles. I feel some of you are going to start selling something. You're either going to start selling for a job, or you're going to start selling some of your possessions or selling some kind of work you've done or something you've created. But selling things comes up around for many of you Virgos in the mid-month of May. You may find that you have a lot of people either complaining to you in May or about you, because I hear the words people complaining. You may feel like it's too much for you to deal with, like you have too much internally going on, mentally or emotionally, or with, things on your mind, too much things on your plate. And I feel like anybody that's doing any complaining, almost like you can't deal with it. Like, I don't have time for it. I don't have the strength to listen to it or the energy to deal with it. I see many of you Virgos feeling like this in May, mid-May. You may start assembling people together for a gathering or a celebration of some sort, or you could be assembling people together for a job or for some kind of conference or seminar. But I get some of you Virgos assembling people together in mid-May, but it feels like you're the facilitator of it. So if you work for a foundation or a group that wants to start doing seminars, classes, conferences, or whatever, you may be the person that either spearheads those activities, or you may be getting put in charge of it. But it could also be on a personal level. Maybe there's some kind of gathering you want to have in May, and so you're going to be the one gathering people together, because I get that energy circling around you for mid-May. Now, the second card you have here is the Magician, and this is a card that symbolizes what you think about, you bring about. It's the card of the manifester, and you would have all the tools in front of you and the abilities to manifest whatever you want. I do feel like you're going to start feeling and looking like $1,000,000. I see you revitalizing your spirit and your energy. You could be going to some healing vortexes somewhere in the world, the different places where there's healing vortexes, and getting some kind of healing. You could also be getting some kind of like healing therapies of any type. I mean, there's so many different types: chakra and balancing, aura clearing, Reiki energy. There's, you know, tapping, all kinds of different things. I'm not even going to sit here and name them all. You may also be pursuing that, because I get you looking like $1 million and feeling like $1 million. And I see you very concerned lately. I don't even just feel in the mid-month of May. It may have preceded this. I see you very concerned with wanting your energy level and emotional and mental capacities to feel elevated. You don't want any, you want to cut out the negative droning or anything negative energy or any negative people. And I see you very concerned with your own vitality, your own energy. That comes up here. I feel like you're going to get some kind of message, news, or intel from somebody that's a real boost to your ego, for one, that somebody's going to tell you something that's going to be very positive and make you feel good. And it could be about the way you look, or it could be about some job you did well done. Whatever it is, I feel when you hear this, it's going to give you some kind of energetic boost to make you keep going, strive more, strive for better in all areas. I do see your health and mental and emotional well-being being, for some reason, of particular concern or focus for you in the mid-month of May. I do feel you're also going through like the Rolodex of your life and reassessing people that you have around you and that you've been connected to, and reassessing how they've impacted your life and how they haven't, and what their value is, like how you value them, or how you value or see what they've done, what they haven't done, their behavior, their actions, their words. And you may decide that you're going to distance yourself. I don't know that you would do it in mid-May, but I feel like you may, if within the next couple of months, next 3 to 5 months, you may be going through like a list of people that you're like, how do I really feel about them? Like maybe you're going to delete them from friends on Facebook. You know, it could even be as simple as that. Or it could even be old business contacts and people that you've done work with that now you feel like, you know what, I'm not going to do business with them anymore because it ended up causing me trouble. You could even be doing this with family. So that comes up here also for your Virgos. So I hope these messages were of help to you, Virgo. Now onto the sign of Libra. And the first of the two cards you have here, Libra, is the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands can symbolize, this can be 10 rods of burden on your shoulder. That can be knowledge and experience that you've gained, but it's going to help you as you move on to new and better horizons. You may receive some news from family members or friends and or multiple sources that some people may have some health issues, or like you may hear of some of these people have friends or relatives or relations connected to them that are sick and or are dying or having health issues. And I feel like it doesn't feel to me like you're just going to hear this from one friend or relative. You may hear from it from multiple sources. You may think of doing something differently with your money, and I feel some of you may seek out counseling from some sort of a professional or somebody that would be a person of strength that can share with you knowledge and education and experience and advice and being directive on what to do. So maybe some of you Libras are thinking of filing for divorce and you need legal counsel, legal advice, or you want to draw up some kind of legal paper or document for something you want to sell, or a will, or some trust fund or something you want to set up. You could be talking to a lawyer about that. Maybe you've not been feeling well and you've had some health issues kick up and you need some kind of knowledge from a doctor. Maybe you need tests run, or maybe you've already had tests and you need a second opinion. So some of you may be consulting a doctor about getting advice, because this person feels official. Or it could be somebody like a senator or somebody that has pull within the government or within a big company that has like strength to them, because I see some of you Libras consulting with someone that has wisdom and experience to share with you. I feel some of you may have been feeling a lot of stress and pressure lately and burdened, and that you may be a little disconcerted because you do not have control over the outcomes of some things that you're seeing go on or happen. So this could be feeling like burdens to you here. You also may feel like a lot of things that have been buzzing around in your life take too much time, have been taking too long, or again, like things are just keep falling on your shoulders. Maybe you're the person that everything keeps getting dumped on and you feel like you've got too much responsibility and burdens. The next card you have here is the Hermit, which is spiritual guidance, spiritual protection. Your spirit guides lighting the way and showing you the way to go. You could be the Hermit, where you're taking a step back from the situation, getting a lay of the land before you proceed forward. I feel like in some ways you may have been feeling like you're tired and run down. The spirit guides are saying that it would be very beneficial to you to look into taking any vitamins or vitamin supplements if you don't already take that, and spending a lot of time outside in nature, by the sea or in the mountains and hiking. Or, you know, spending time fishing, just connecting and getting outside in nature and breathing in the air and getting vitamin D from the sun. All this vitamins and because I feel like you need some renewal to your energy in May. You may feel like you've been dragged down, or too many things have been oppressive to you and have kind of messed with your energy field. You may be putting thoughts into how you can protect any of your investments that you have by securing them by legal means, or writing them up, as I said, through documentation of wills or trusts. That comes up here again. You may be feeling like you want to be more useful. Some of you may have had the feeling for a while like you've been in some kind of prison, like emotional prison, or a situation like a marriage or a job or some family situation may have been making you feel like you're trapped or in some kind of prison also. You know, they're saying your destiny awaits you. Don't waste too much time speculating about things. They're kind of acting like, for you Libras, you kind of have some time of action right now in May, but it all seems like things to secure things for your future through knowledge that you can gain through professionals. You may be a student even that needs to consult with a professor. And so maybe this person of strength and power is a professor or a teacher to you. It could also be that. So hopefully these messages made sense to you, Libras. Now on to the sign of Scorpio. And the first of the two cards you have, Scorpio, is the Six of Swords, and this is moving. You could be moving your home and residence to a new place. This could also be you moving your place of business. This could also indicate long distance travel. I feel some of you are done and tired of some kind of situation that you've been in, and you just don't want to do it anymore and you want to move. So you may want to move. Not only, it could be from your house or condo or apartment, but you might want to move from your town or your state even. Because I get like feeling like you want to move. It could be out of a job, like you want to move away from a job or a career that you're in as well. I feel like you've had some real worriment going on around you it could have been the last couple of months, or it could be coming up just right now, but I do pick that up for some of you Scorpios. I feel like some of you are tired of being looked at as the outcast, or as a bully, or people like acting like you're the villain or you're the bad guy, or you've been getting a lot of flack. I feel like you may have been getting a lot of flack from other people. There may be some risks with the move that you may want to take, or challenges or risks, but I feel like you're willing to take the gamble or take the risk. I don't see you being too scared or shying away from it. I do feel that you are going to follow through with it. I get this really strange sense like you're having some kind of rebirth here. It's like I'm seeing you being reborn again. And this rebirth is like, I feel like you're on the precipice of a lot of change, or like you're ready to have some whole new, like a new birth of life to you. Now, some of you, maybe you're having children or grandchildren, it could be that, but this feels to me like it's your life getting reborn. And I feel like you would like to have some kind of solid foundation to build upon. So for them to say, my guides to say that to me, there must be something that has maybe gotten to feel shaky or wiggly to you, and like you want some kind of strong foundation, because you wanting some strong foundation to build upon is being mentioned. I do feel like you are coming out of some contentious, dark times that you're sort of getting like ready to step into new and improved situations. Here you have Eight of Wands as your second card, and this is news coming to you swiftly. It could be sudden change. It could also be long distance travel. These cards sort of look like they go together to me here. I feel some of you Scorpios need to come to the realization that a lot of things that have happened for a reason, spiritual reason, and I feel some of you may feel like you're getting this like rebirth as some kind of like karmic reward. I do feel some of you Scorpios have been quite tired of feeling like you've had people maybe even manipulating or controlling you or pushing your buttons for too long. You know, some of you may even start, I hear the words numbers, studying numbers. So some of you are going to be embarking on learning numerology. And if you already know numerology, maybe you're going to do something with it or expand on it, like have your own business or your own website, or just use it for your own knowledge. Because I do see you realizing the very strong power of numbers. I also see some of you, it could also be you passing a test that involves numbers, like because I also get Scorpios passing a test. Now, that's not going to be the case for all of you, but some of you may have a test you have to take that involves numbers, and you're going to be passing it. Some of you may be taking love in a new direction. So if you're already with someone, maybe you're going to get more serious. Or if you're not with anyone, maybe you're thinking about meeting someone to go in a serious direction. Because I get some things changing about Scorpios in the direction that their love life has been taking. I see you working on some speculative ventures or working on some things from the inside out. Because I feel like, and I see you keeping some things secret to yourself, because I see you know that if you share your plans or your thoughts of some things that you want to break out and do, that you're going to catch flack from friends or relatives or coworkers or whatever. So I see you keeping a lid on some plans or some thoughts of and keeping some things secret that you want to do, because you don't want to, you haven't followed through with it yet all the way yet. So that's one reason. But the other reason is because there's going to be naysayers or complainers or people that are going to maybe give you a hard time or not look favorably on some things that you're planning to do or change, and you don't want to hear it. So hopefully these messages made sense for you Scorpios. Now on to the sign of Sagittarius. And the first card you have here, Sagittarius, is the Four of Cups, which is going within, over-analyzing, ruminating, pulling at straws, looking back on the past, could be worrying about the past, but you're getting some kind of opportunity is being presented to you. And what I'm hearing is that you've done some things the hard way, Sagittarius. You've learned some lessons or done some things the hard way in the past few months. Some of you, if you're single, I do feel you have a new romance that is coming in. It may have already happened recently, or it could be coming. It's almost like there's nothing you can do to stop the train of events or activities because they are rolling forward. They're going to happen. I feel in some ways it's hard for you to let go of some feelings and emotions and thoughts because people have maybe put you in a position of power before, and then maybe they yanked you around and jerked you around. So, or maybe you weren't in a position of power, but you just got yanked around and jerked around by others. I do see that you looking at that, you thinking about it, and it kind of being hard for you to let go of it. I see many of you feeling like, I want to do things differently. I want to change everything over. I want to be a new man or a new woman. I see you feeling like, almost like you want a new start, or you want, but you want to be a whole new person. That's just the way it's coming up. I feel in June, July, and August, well, I hear it as summertime. So wherever you live, you might not be, if you don't live, whether you live in the northern or eastern hemisphere, it's going to be different for you. So I'm going to say June, July, and August, but they did say the word summertime to me. I do feel you have a lot of blessings coming to you. I see you having new romance. Now, if you're already married and coupled, I feel like you're going to be changing things and making new starts, but this could be like redecorating your home, or getting a new kitchen, or moving, or so you have to listen to that part again, because a lot of it really comes in like new love for many of you. The next card you have here in your layout, Sagittarius, is the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is an air sign person. This is either an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. That could be a sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign, or they could have the personality traits of the Page of Swords right now in the middle of May. They could also be, it could be somebody just bringing in a message here about truth and information and knowledge. I see Sagittarians feeling like you're on the top of the world, singing a song, and for many of you, this song could be of love, because this Page of Swords may be, for some of you, a romantic partner. There's going to be a long quest between you and the Page of Swords to figure things out. So if it's love, you're going to be on this long quest to figure things out in love. If you're already married or coupled with somebody and this is not about love, then you could be on a long quest with this Page of Swords in a work capacity, but it's all about figuring something out. Those are the words the guides use there. Because I feel like you make beautiful music together. I hear harmony, music. Now, maybe you're going to play in a band with this Page of Swords. Maybe you're going to be the singer and they play lead guitar. I mean, it could even be that. But harmony and music can also mean to me showing that you're getting along, that you're going to be, having harmony between the two of you. If you do anything with a business or work with this Page of Swords, you're going to generate a lot of positive public opinion and a lot of publicity, or a lot of, or like a following. So this could be, if you're starting your own business and you two are going to be business partners, it could go really well for you. But, this could be in love, because I got to say, love keeps coming up here to me with this Page of Swords for you. They could also be representative of a new entryway for you into a new position of power. So they could be a boss that's interviewing you. They could be the person that owns the company where you're going to go to and then work and make more money and be in a position of power. So you got to listen to Page of Swords and Four of Cups again. For many of you, this is love. But for some of you, it's like business partnership or some partnership endeavor. So listen to that again, Sagittarius. I hope this reading was of help to you. Now onto the sign of Capricorn. And the first card you have here, Capricorn, is the High Priestess, which is your own, showing that you're psychic, your own psychic ability and intuition. It could also be your highest spirit guide showing up here to give you messages. It can also indicate anything that's been kept secret or hidden. I feel like you're going to be reviewing a lot of documents and paperwork. It could be just paperwork to do with business, but it could also be like legal documents as well. Any challenges you meet this month of May, Capricorn, are going to be surmounted. You are going to climb up and get over and beyond them. Your knowledge and your intuition is incredibly high this month, the mid-month of May. I see there's somebody around you, they're saying the goose is on the loose. And what they're spreading is poop. I know that sounds like a really, really weird message. Meaning, like, what I'm getting is there's somebody around you, whether it be work, friends, or family. Work comes up first, but it could be family too, or social situations, where you've got somebody running around and they're like, you know how gooses honk when they run around? I feel like you've got somebody in your life that's doing that, but that honking is them gossiping. And so that's the poop part. Like they're trying to cause disruption or trouble. And I feel that you are going to be having to contend with them or deal with them. This could be a coworker to you, or if you're a manager or a supervisor over other people, you may have to deal with them because they might be under you. Just keep in mind, look for that goose on the loose in your life there, Capricorn. I see you making amends with somebody from the past in your family and you're forgiving them. Now, maybe they passed away and you finally have come to peace and terms with it, and now you're forgiving them for things that they did that were wrong to you. But it could be somebody from your past that's still in the living, and you are thinking about what happened and you're making your peace with that and you're forgiving them. Because I do pick up you forgiving somebody that's connected to your past. And I see you seeing things so clearly in mid-May, like as if the things that are happening that you're reviewing or thinking about forgiving just happened yesterday, even if they happened a long time ago. I just feel like you have a lot of clear sight about what's going on and what has gone on. Your vision about the forward and future and past is very clear in mid-May. Here you have 8 of Cups. That's turning away from what's not working for you anymore, emotionally speaking. I feel like there's something, people you want to move away from, could be in a work environment. Maybe you want to get transferred, or you want to switch to a different department, or you just want to quit. Because I feel like, but it could be family. These could be family or a group that you belong to. I see you looking at a lot of people like they're a bunch of crybabies. Like you're listening to a bunch of whiners and crybabies and you don't want to hear it anymore. That also comes up here. So, like I said, this could be in a work environment. But if you're not working, this could even be home, a group you belong to. I don't know. I just get that sensation. I do see you trying to keep some things from groups of people, these people, because I don't feel like you want them to know everything about you. You either don't want them to know everything all about you, because you just feel like it might be used against you, or possibly maybe you just don't trust them. But I see you wanting to get away from whiners, complainer, crybabies. They're saying like crybabies. Some of you Capricorns may decide to get engaged or get married and elope. If you don't do that in mid-May, you could have already done it in April or March or April, but it could be coming up even in June, July, or August, because this is a general reading. You're not all born on the same day, month, year, time, state, city, country, and all of that. So your timing is not going to be the same. But I feel some of you may elope or get engaged. I see you starting to define your principles very clearly to others. So if anybody's ever been in question of your ethics or your boundaries or your morality or your protocols or whatever, I feel like you are going to be making it very clear to them. Defining it clearly comes up here in May. I do feel that you kind of look at something that's happened in your life where you may feel like you've wasted a lot of time. Again, I go back to the crybabies. You may feel like you were at a job where you feel like, you know what, I spun my wheels there too long and I wasted time. It could be in a love relationship, or it could be something to do with school. I don't know what, because it's a general reading, but I see you thinking in mid-May, like the feelings and thought of, like looking back, like I feel like I've wasted time. That comes up here. So now on to the sign of Aquarius. And the first of the two cards you have, Aquarius, is Ace of Pentacles. And Ace of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes God giving you blessings of financial abundance and financial stability. I see you having like a whirlwind of activity in your mind, and this could be about a way to generate money to come into your life, or increase your money. I see there are challenging aspects to this, but I do feel that you're going to get through it. I see you making some kind of big plan or presentation and staging something to see how it goes. So maybe you're going to do a trial run of something and see how it goes, because I see you staging something to see how it goes. You may try to be building up your business, create more of a following, build up clientele, or build up more customers. I see you thinking about that. That seems to be on your mind and something you're goal-oriented towards in the mid-month of May. Don't let sleepless nights and worriment overcome and overtake you. Make sure you're putting things down on paper in a journal to keep track of your ideas or what you want to do, or at least writing them out on the computer and saving them in some way, because I see that as important. You may be receiving some money. This could be through a check, like a tax refund, or something coming from the government, or an insurance payout, or an inheritance, or something. I see some of you receiving some kind of check for something. Could be a grant, could be a loan. Because I see somebody may stop by and they want to give you something. This could be money, it could be ideas, it could be inspirations. And how they stop by, they could be knocking at your door, they could be calling you on the phone, they could be sending you an email. It could come to you in any manner. So on to the next card here, you have the Page of Cups. Pages were reigning supreme in this entire 12 signs, and you have Page of Cups here. Page of Swords showed up all over the place, but you have Page of Cups, and this card is a water sign person. This is either a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Pages can be adults. They can also be children. They could be just acting like the Page of Cups in the mid-month of May. I don't feel like, I feel like there's a lot going on inside of you, and you don't want to lose sight of it, or lose sight of yourself, or take anything for granted either. Some of you may start seeking new employment for some of you, or it could be a new avenue or aspect to a job or business that you already are involved in. I do feel some Aquarians may have some things that pop up kind of unexpectedly or out of the blue in mid-month of May, and you may be in for some surprises. You're going to have to listen very carefully to your gut and your intuition at the time of these surprises about what to actually do with it or make of it. You may have a Page of Cups that comes into your life and gives you some kind of offer or opportunity, like a job offer or some other kind of opportunity. You may be getting a lot of positive and constructive, positive and or negative feedback may be coming to you coming to Aquarians in the mid-month of May, and you may be changing parameters about something you're doing with a job you're in, or a business you own, or something you're working on and creating. You may be changing the parameters of it in May. Any hold on any money or payments that were delayed for you, I feel are going to be coming to you. And if they don't come to you in May, I really feel like they're going to show up in June. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now onto the sign of Pisces. And the first card that shows up for you, Pisces, is the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is being trapped in an emotional prison. It could be feeling trapped in a situation that you can't see your way out of. It could actually be both, being trapped in, emotionally trapped and trapped in a situation as well. And there's, either you can't see the way out, or there's unknowns and secretive things, or just things you don't have enough information. I don't like to say anything negative. I never do, but I'm going to tell you, Pisces, some of you may receive a long list of complaints coming at you from a variety of different sources in the mid-month of May. This could be with coworkers, family members, lovers, spouses, children, siblings, parents, government, groups or jobs, groups or things you're involved with, because I get it like coming at you in different ways. I feel like some of you want to get yourself out of feeling like you're a recluse, or get yourself out of feeling like down in the dumps. If you've been feeling like really depressed and down in the dumps, like you want to get yourself out of that, whether you've been the recluse or if you've been in, like feeling depressed or down in the dumps. I see you in mid-May or towards the end of May really wanting to jumpstart get out of that, I see. I really feel that many of you Pisces are disheartened by some people that have really tried to bring you down, because I hear you saying, I'm tired of having people bring me down. So I feel like you've been dealing with a lot of people that maybe they're not coming at you on the surface like that's what they're doing, but I feel like their actions, even whether they're overt or covertly, however they're behaving, it's still affecting you that way, like bringing you down kind of feeling. You also may have this feeling like you want to do something or you want something to stop. But every time you make a move, you may be feeling like, I go this way, I get blocked. I move that way, I get blocked. Like, you may feel like, okay, now things are moving good this way, and then boom, there's a block. Like, that's the sense I get, and I get you're totally, like, fed up and have had it with it. So the next card you have here is Page of Swords. This Page of Swords has shown up, I think this is the third time at least in this mid-month of May, and this is an air sign person, either being an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. Sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Can be a child because it's a page, but can be male, can be an adult, and can be male or female. If they're not bringing in, if they're not a person, it's bringing in truth, like revealing truth and knowledge, or truth and integrity, or lack of it. I feel you're going to be having conversations with this Page of Swords, and I feel this Page of Swords is going to give you a lot of boost to your income and or your energy, both energy and income, or maybe even just income. You may end up having like a dream job or a dream partnership or a dream affiliation with this Page of Swords. I'm not feeling like it's love, but for some of you it could be love. But this feels more like a really good collaboration here. You could have somebody that moves in new to your area, to your street, to the apartment you live in, or into the job where you work. That's going to be really positive and good for you. So for some of you, this Page of Swords, it's like a new person coming in you're going to be dealing with and having interaction with. You could be reinventing something. If you knew them in the past, you could be reinventing your connection, or reinventing your relationship, or reinventing some kind of project or plan or business or thing that already exists, and the two of you are reinventing it. It could also indicate that. My dog's here coming in to say hi. I see you doing a lot of things with this Page of Swords. To me, it feels like you could even be taking classes with the Page of Swords, or going over documents, or figuring out, like, going through manuals or reading online how to do certain things. Like, I get, they're not using really the word research, but it's kind of feeling like research or figuring things out together. And I feel like you're going to have a lot of communication or connection with this Page of Swords. But I'm going to be honest with you, it really doesn't feel like romance to me. Although for some of you for some of you Pisces, this Page of Swords could be a romantic partner. It feels more like a new friend, or a new business associate, or a new partnership, or a new alliance for you in some other fashion. So it's not really feeling like romance to me. Could even be your parent, or your child or grandchild. It could be somebody like that, because it's really not feeling like love. But for a lot of you, you might be doing some amping up your notoriety and visibility with them. And I mean positive notoriety, not negative notoriety. So hope those messages made sense to you, Pisces. They were slightly confusing a little bit there with that Page of Swords, but I hope these readings made sense to all of the signs out there. I want to thank you all so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate it. And please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when my videos get posted here to YouTube. As I said earlier at the beginning of the recording, if you are interested in getting the special videos I'm recording that are from the Oracle cards, Oracle Mermaid cards, you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for the Oracle of the Mermaids card reading, and you just click on your sign and it will take you there to those videos for download and purchase. You can also go to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, click on the videos tab on my menu. It's a drop down menu. Go to page 10, and there you will see the headings for these videos. You just click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I'd like to say here as a final note, I have had some notification from a viewer that there's been 2 readers, fairly new, not totally new, but fairly new to YouTube, that have been plagiarizing my messages and using them as theirs. I'd like to say that would be copyright infringement. This does fall under the umbrella of my business, The Lucky Mermaid LLC, and this has happened to me 4 or 5 times in the past already, at least. And every time I've reported it, it has been valid, and YouTube has taken down those channels. So just know copyright infringement is a $150,000 fine, and you know, nothing's ever gone to that route because YouTube's always taken the channels down. So please be sure to get your, you all have talents and abilities. Everybody's psychic. Use your own messages. You don't need to take mine. And, just to put it out there, I really wasn't going to put it on this video, but I do feel it's necessary for people to understand that, because just because it's on a video on YouTube, I do have a business license and I am an LLC. So you would be going against copyrighted material. So just beware of that. So I hope you have an absolutely marvelous rest of your month of May, all the signs of the Zodiac. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.